How are you today?
How am I? I'm hanging in there.
I'm a little amazed every time.
Didn't expect this at all. No, I just came to play bingo.
Every time someone agrees to sit down with a journalist they've never met and share their story.
We're living in a period of major transition.
On this day, we walked into a senior center in Bozeman, Montana. 3 seniors we'd never met,
Maybe up there,
paused their days to speak about what has become
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
a far too familiar feeling.
We're all lucky if we're getting older, but what if you don't have the money?
You're on a fixed income. You only get so much.
I really don't think that we as a nation honor and take care of our older people very well.
In the past decade, the number of Americans aged 60 and up increased by 34%. They're facing rising costs of food and medicine and a boom on housing few expected. Here's Ron Johnson.
I live in the house that my father-in-law built in 1950, and he bought the 2 lots and built the house for 10 grand. And now I pay more than that in taxes and insurance.
Pam Dahlhauser lived in Bozeman for 10 years until the market priced her out.
Our apartment that we were renting for $1,400 a month went to $3,100 a month.
You actually had to move an hour and a half away
That's correct.
just to...
Just to survive.
The poverty rate among seniors is 1/3 of what it was in the 60s. But because there are so many more seniors in general, the number in poverty has gone up, especially in the last decade.
B9.
So has the number of seniors just feeling a greater burden. Joanne Wood plays bingo at the Bozeman Senior Center.
I was always taught to put 10% away and save and save.
Christy Wetch is a director there.
When you're younger, you can get another part-time job, or you could get roommates. But when you're 80, why would you want roommates? I mean, Golden Girls was a wonderful show.
Not going to work for most
Not
people.
going to work for most people. Work for Betty White, but you know.
Nearly half of America's seniors rely entirely on their monthly Social Security checks, typically below $2,000. Money as a senior is a question in the best of times. In times of peaking inflation and an ever-rising cost of living, it can weigh on the minds of those already grappling with so much.
My wife of 42 years just passed away March 1st, and so I cared for her for the previous 11 years.
Some people take a fall or they get a stroke. They don't want to call an ambulance because they don't have the money to pay for that ambulance.
In this space, they find community. Maybe it's why on this day, Ron, Pam, and Joanne
I got 2 left.
chose to share their
Way to go.
stories.
Bring it up there.
Maybe it's why most people do, because in their hearts, they believe the stories they share are shared by many like them, who desire to be heard. In Bozeman, Montana, I'm Matt Pearl.